Good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday, July 9th, and today we will cover the trades for YieldMax funds, TSLY, CONY, NVDY, and MSTY. So lots of trades yesterday, so let's get to it. So NVDY is on the screen, as you can see. They had 3 transactions, a B for a buy, so they did a buy call. You can see the C. In that middle section, you'll see a C. There's either a C or a P, by the way. So one of the two. So they bought a call, and then right below that SS short sell, they sold a put. So typically when you see a buy, call, sell, put right next to each other, they're adding to their current synthetic position. That has an expiration date of August 16th, and it has a strike price of 127. So they added 2,225 contracts to the synthetic position, and they used those contracts right away, and they sold a call that expires this Friday on July 12th. So, and they chose a strike of 133. But let's see what that looks like. 1 second. So let's go to NVDY. Here is the file. Here's the synthetic tab. So here's them adding those contracts to the synthetic position. The call costs more than the put. The call cost about 2 mil. The put got them a credit about 1.5. So in the end, it cost them about 500,000 to add to the current position. And right now, NVIDIA is just above the strike. It's by 0.94%. And also, again, like we said, it expires, mid next month, so we have 39 days to make that up. But right now, obviously, so far so good with this synthetic. As far as pricing yesterday, NVIDIA went up by 1.92%, and NVDY went up by 1.81%. So if you see that much upside, it's almost matching, I guess, the underlying, you could say, from the upside yesterday. So that means the calls should be still out of the money. And if you look, they are. So first, we'll talk about the trade yesterday. Again, 2,225 contracts. They chose a 133 strike. It's $1 more than the other position. It's 3.7. Okay, one is showing 7.1, one is showing 7.4. That means the price here changed. Okay, so it went to 0.20. Sometimes these update because Google Sheets, there's a formula here that I pull it, I pull what's up above, and what's up above is supposed to be as of the latest close, but sometimes that can change. So NVIDIA actually went up 1.88%. Okay, anyway, so the new position is 3.74% out of the money with 4 trading days. How much did that yield on an annualized basis? 77%. Their IV is 47%. So they're going for the gold, right? They went a little closer, I'll say, in the money. Not in the money, but they went, they chose a strike price a little closer to the current price. They probably could have went like to 134, I'm guessing, but they said, you know what, screw it. But we'll see how that turns out. Anyway, the majority position, 63,315 contracts, has a 132 strike. That is currently 2.96% out of the money. So with 4 trading days, these are tight, man. These are super tight strikes. Outstanding shares went up by 2.1 mil. Damn, 7.73% increase. That's a big jump there. So TSLY, watch out. 30-day IV, 47%. Outstanding shares, 29,950,000. Total net income, 8.5 mil. Distribution, 29 cents. Daily income, 5 cents a day. Daily yield, 0.17%. And if you annualize that, it's about 62%. Okay? Reaction. They're not pointing up. You know what they're doing? They're saying they're number one. And I'll show you why in a second. Payment information. Let's go to the breakdown. They got synthetic debit. We talked about that. They just got that because they added that position. It's a debit of 556,000. Short call income 8.5 mil. So in the end, Total net income per share, 27 cents per share. Short call income, 29 cents per share. Plug that into the estimator calculation. That's looking like $1.62, which is a 69% yield. You know, not what we want, but it is what it is. House money needed to pay 100% back from the original launch price is $1.25, but so it's still more than that. So we'll see how it goes though. Okay, so why are they number one? Well, that's why. All right, net asset value is 839.8 mil, and it's more than TSLY. I already checked, but I'll show you when I get to TSLY. But right now, NVDY, you know, they're number one. They're the GOAT. They're always the GOAT. You know, they can't be stopped. They're gonna hit a bill. So here's the holdings. Again, the synthetic expires August 16th, and these two calls, they both expire in 4 trading days. Nothing to really talk about. The NAV is 2804, trade price 2810. Okay. Moving on to CONY. CONY, 3 transactions, and you guessed it, buy call, sell put, sell call. So added to the synthetic and added a call that expires this Friday. So let's take a look at the spreadsheet. Back in the garage, sweating my ass off. What else is new, right? So here's their synthetic position. It's a 230 strike price. So they added 1,065 contracts, and they got a credit, it looks like, because the call was cheaper than the put. They got about $800,000 credit. Why? Well, look at the price, right? The strike price is greater than the current price of coin. So you see that it's 4.1% away. This, again, there's an expiration date of August 16th on this as well. So not much of a worry, because if you recall, they got killed on the other synthetic. So hopefully this one, they can make some money when all said and done. Obviously, they're making credits right now because they're, you know, it's not in a good position. But if it turns out that crypto actually starts to move back up again, this could be a very profitable synthetic. Time will tell, though. Okay, let's go to the July tab. How did crypto do yesterday? Well, coin went down 1.39%. CONY went down 0.57%. So not fantastic. I mean, not terrible, but not fantastic, that's for sure. So the new position they added, 1,065 contracts. They chose a 230 strike. That's 4.28% out of the money with 4 trading days. So that allows for about 1% growth per day. So we'll see. It hasn't been growing. So that may be a good, position. What did it yield though? That's the question. It yielded 112%. So very aggressive because their 30-day IV is 72%. The other 2 positions both have a 235 strike. It's about 29,000 contracts, and it's 6.55% out of the money as we speak. Again, 4 trading days. So outstanding shares, they did have more added, 900,000. That's a 2.65% increase. So interest in CONY lives on. 30-day IV, 72%. Outstanding shares, 34.8 mil. Total net income from the weekly calls, 8.4 mil. Distribution is 24 cents. Daily income, 4 cents per day. Daily yield, 0.21%. And if you annualize that, it's 77%. These are okay numbers, but again, it's still early. Reaction, smiling. Why not? Nothing to be worried about. No concerns yet. Time will tell. So let's go to the recap. Synthetic disaster, 42.4 mil loss. Again, hopefully they can make that up, but we'll see. Short call income, 8.4 mil. So we'll just look at that. And that's 24 cents a share. So if you take that, you plug it into the estimate calculator, you get about $1.37, which is an 86% yield. That's that's reasonable. I'll take it. Now, is it enough to pay the house money needed? Yes, it is. Here we go. We only need $1.25. So is that the same exact number as NVDY? $1.25? No. Wait a second. Did I screw that up? I got to double check those numbers. Distro 1866. Do they need the same exact freaking number? All right, whatever. Let's go to outstanding holdings. Again, their synthetic expires August 16th. There's the two calls in blue. So nothing to really talk about there. The net asset value of this fund is just playing catch up. They're way behind now. It's 663 mil. The NAV is 1906. Trade price 1907. Okay. Last but not least, MSTY did have a trade. What do you think? 3 transactions. Buy call, sell put, sell call. Blah, 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 blah. So they added 305 contracts to the synthetic, and they used them to sell a call this week. Okay, let's go to the MSTY file. All right, here's their synthetic. It's a synthetic 1550, which could be a very, very bad ending. Look at this, man. Woo! 305 contracts. Look what they made. Look at that sell put, 7.9 mil in income. So they made about like 7.5 mil on this transaction, just adding to the synthetic. Why? Look at the price. It's 16.74% away from the strike price, and this expires July 19th. That's not this Friday, but it is next Friday. It's 11 days away. And you can see in orange, it's time to talk about the synthetic. So we need a crypto recovery, right? We do. I have a feeling they're going to start to rip the Band-Aid off. They could do it partially, or they could just do the whole thing at once. Because, again, if it's not on the Flex exchange, we kind of talked about this yesterday on the interview, it could be assigned, right? Some of this could be assigned. But I don't know. I don't know. Let's hope crypto turns things around, though. Who knows if that's going to happen. July profits, though, from the synthetic, just by adding to the position, is 8.6 million. That is going to be wiped away soon if we don't get some type of recovery here. So let's see what happens. All right, July tab. Let's see what's going on. MSTR, what did you do yesterday? Well, look at that. You went up. You went up 0.69%. MSTY, look at you. You went up even more, 1.06%. So solid day. For those of you that don't know, I started a position in CONY and MSTY because I had to. They're just tanking beyond belief, and it's an opportunity to play the game with them, see how it goes. And I didn't get a chance to buy more yesterday because they were actually not as cheap as, Friday. All right, so let's look at the new position. 305 contracts. They chose a 1,380 strike price. That's 6.93% out of the money. With 4 trading days, we'll see. We'll see what that looks like. And then the larger position, 2,230 contracts. That's a 1410 strike, and that's 9.25% out of the money. The latest contract, though, they sold, look at that, 136% annualized yield. Their IV is only 87%, so they're going for the gold here, too. Outstanding shares, massive increase. 1,375,000 additional shares. These funds are growing and growing and growing. More and more people are finding out about these funds. More and more people are trusting these funds. It's 11.13% increase. That's crazy. Here's the summary. 30-day IV, 87%. Outstanding shares, 13,725,000. Here's the net income from the weekly calls, 5.1 mil. Distribution of 37 cents a share. Daily income of 6 cents a day. Daily yield of 0.25%. And if you annualize that, that is 91.22%. So crazy numbers, man. Smiling all the way around. 28 days till the next declaration. Synthetic income, 8.6 mil. Again, that could be bad very soon. Let's enjoy the credit while it's there. Short call income, 5.1 mil. So let's just look at short call income, though. Short call income, 37 cents a share. What does that come to as the estimate calculates? About 211, which could be 102% yield. This actually makes sense. This is, within reason. They're very far away from playing with house money. $9.59. So maybe like 5 more months or so. But this is a pretty good estimate. I would take that, especially if I own MSTY outright. What do we got here? In blue, you'll see the calls on the top. And then, obviously, you see the synthetic. This is, we can talk about because, look, it expires in less than 2 weeks. The put will cost us $68.4 million as of today to close. That's a lot of money, all right? That is no joke, right? So if we go back and we look, right, how much did we make on prior synthetics, right? March, we made 8.9 mil. April, we lost 32 mil. May, we made 33 mil. June, we made 4 mil. This month, we're at 8 mil. So this would blow everything out of the water. This is a loss of $68 million. So that is not good. You know, we need a crypto recovery. We really, really do. The only good part about the crypto continuing to go down is we continue to make money on the weekly calls. And Jay did kind of mention this yesterday. When the synthetic loses money, they're basically going to pay what they make on the weekly calls. So that's pretty easy to figure out. And vice versa, if they make money on the synthetic, they will pay out a portion of it, okay? So hopefully that makes sense. And I keep referencing the interview. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I did interview Jay yesterday at 5 p.m. I did go live. I'm sure most of you were there or were aware of this, but I'll just mention it to you guys. I'll pin it to the comments here. But it was a pretty good interview. It was about an hour, a little over an hour. And it was only community questions. It wasn't really me. I did a few follow-ups, but I relied on the community. And to be honest, the community showed up and then some. I was not prepared for over 400 live viewers posting tons and tons of questions. Like, I kind of went, because the last live interview, I did like a community interview. I actually just had perfect timing, went through all the questions little by little. This one, I noticed at the end of the interview, I kept scrolling, and the questions were never ending. So my mistake on this was I went through every single question as they went in order. Instead, I probably should have tried to skim my best to get rid of maybe the repetitive questions or try to get to the questions that I know were never asked. Easier said than done, of course, when you're live. But again, it's something I could work on myself. I just didn't know because it's hard to tell how many comments you have below. Like, it doesn't say like how far you can scroll. But anyway, thank you guys for showing up yesterday, man. You guys showed up for sure. So hopefully if you had a question, I got to it. If not, I'm sorry. It was way down underneath all the other questions. And of course, thank you for the super chats for those of you have sent those. That was greatly appreciated. Net asset value, MSTY, is 339.8 mil. The NAV is 24.76 and the trade price is 24.85. So that's MSTY. Last but not least, we got to talk about TSLY. TSLY has two synthetics. Both expire 8/16. One is 225, one is 220. They are 12.42% above the price of the 225, and they're 14.97% above the 220. This means they can make money on the synthetic, and probably a decent amount, okay? But it's all about the weeklies. Let's talk about the weeklies. Tesla, we needed you to go down. What did you do? Well, you didn't kill us. You didn't fly, you didn't moon, so that's good. So Tesla went up 0.56%. TSLY actually went up more. That's very unusual there. I got the right prices. So, wow. TSLY went up more, 0.65%. Okay. Hey, I'll take it. Not as a TSLY holder because I don't own TSLY. As a YieldMax holder. So they had no trades, but they do have all their eggs in one basket. One strike price, about 33,315 contracts, and 245 strike. 3.14% in the money. Not where you want to be. Not where you want to be. 4 trading days left. And I don't know, man. I don't know. We need Tesla to just go down. That's all I could say. Outstanding shares. No movement. All right. TSLY fans did not show up yesterday. They did not buy. Either that or YieldMax didn't update their numbers. 30-day IV, 68%. That's awesome. 68% IV for Tesla. Outstanding shares, 47 mil. And no income. No income from the weekly calls. So TSLY fund manager just staring still, staring, hoping they win the weekly. If they win the weeklies, man, that'll be freaking awesome because their synthetics are still in such a good position. But if they get killed on the weeklies, then they'll have to use the synthetic. We want to win both, all right? Because we're greedy bastards. We want maximum income. No synthetic income, no short call income. What a boring month so far for TSLY. So no estimate. So nothing really to talk about. Here's the, again, their synthetic expires August 16th, and there's the little call. But I said I would mention this. The net asset value is 812 mil. We saw NVDY is above that. By the way, the NAV on TSLY is 1707. Trade price 1705. Don't you guys just love to see that though, man? Whew. It was not looking good for a while on TSLY. And TSLY's at the back of the $17 range. Obviously, this is post-reverse split, I know, but still, it's good to see some good performance. It would be nice to see if Tesla goes down. But let's go to pre-market and see if it's gonna go down. So let's refresh here. And Tesla pre-market, okay, it's down a little, down a little more. It's down 0.34%. This is as of 5:46 a.m. It's at 252.08. Okay, that's okay. TSLY is, oh my God, TSLY's up 0.23%. It's at 1709. NVIDIA, oh boy, NVIDIA's up 1.13%. It's at 129.65. NVIDIA is up 0.68%. It's at 28.29. Coin is up 1.56%. CONY is up 1.42%. MSTR is up 1.95%. MSTY, damn, it's up 1.41%. I guess I can't buy anymore. TSLL, yeah, baby, let's go down. It's down 0.68%. And I'm saying that because, again, I do options on TSLL. I want to sell puts. TNA has been doing pretty good. This should mean that IWMY is doing good. I'll have to check, but TNA is up 0.8%. AMDY is up 0.29%. AMZY is up 0.18%. And Bitcoin. We need Bitcoin to go up, right? Because MSTY has a synthetic disaster in the making. But if Bitcoin goes up, MSTY or MSTR should go up, which means MSTY synthetic will get better and better. But Bitcoin is up 2.09%. So that's pretty good. That is good stuff to see. As always, guys, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. This video is for fun and entertainment. So hopefully you had fun. Hopefully you were entertained. If not, we will try again next time. But either way, if you did enjoy this content, please always remember to hit the like button. It goes a long way. If you have any questions or concerns, leave them in the comments below. If you would like to help the channel more and you're wondering how you could do that, it's simple. Just share. Just share the video with your friends and family. Share it in other groups you're in, or retweet my tweets. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. Subscribe on YouTube. Hit the notification bell. All that kind of stuff. That does help out greatly. So if you're ever wondering, I should probably say most of this stuff in the beginning, but it's not on the top of my mind and I can never remember. And usually most people click off by this point in time. However, for the people that did not click off, I just want to thank you. Thank you for making it this far in the video. And I got to think of a key word. And I don't have one again. I've been slacking on my keywords, man. But the only thing I can think of is I'm sweating my ass off. So today's keyword, if you made it this far in the video, you know I make my videos in the garage. Why do I make them in the garage? Well, because I make them early and the house is asleep. And if I talk like this in one of the rooms, I'll wake up the whole damn house. So we'll have a 2-year-old that's up, an 8-year-old that's up, and you can imagine the rest of it, right? So anyway, since I make the videos in the garage and it's summertime, I am sweating my ass off. So today's keyword, if you made it this far and you want to prove it, you're going to post in the comments sweating my ass off, or I'm sweating my ass off, or ROD sweating his ass off, something like that. Or you could say butt. If you don't want to say ass, it's all good. But yeah, that's today's keyword. All right, guys, I gotta go. Thank you for watching. Again, I'll pin the interview to the top of the comments and enjoy. I hope you guys enjoy it. Have a great day. I will talk to you tomorrow. Later.